Hey guys, welcome back. Got the Kuhn Hay Rake here, and I've done a video on this before, but it was before, I had a very good camera and whatnot. So I'm having some trouble with this thing. It pretty much freewheels, except for this one spot where it gets tight. PTO doesn't drive it. In the video of me cleaning up my driveway, or along my driveway, I mentioned that it doesn't seem right. It's kind of ticking and whatnot. Well, it kind of ticked the whole time after I fixed it. So I haven't really put that many acres on it, because my brother tends to use his rake a lot. So something is not right in here, and this thing has had a hard life before I got it. That guard there was missing completely, and I think that's to try to kind of keep you from wrapping poles and stuff around in here. Well, there's no pain here. Every one of them was bent. I heated it up, straightened it out. It works pretty good, or it did, but something else has to be wrong in there. So I'm gonna try to pull this apart and see what's going on in there. There's a roll pin in here, and I had a lot of guys in the last video about this ask how I got that out. Well, there was a lot of heating and beating, so I hope it comes out a little bit easier this time, since I've had it out once already. But yeah, and it is not moving at all. Hey, I got the inner one started. Come back here. Hey, that is the right one. It's not going. Okay, maybe a little. Hey, you're making too much noise. See if we can beat on her a little harder this side. There's the inner one. Ow! Hit everything but the punch. That doesn't seem to be wanting to work. Ride it like a horse here. Nope. That isn't working either. Oh, sorry guys. Hold still. I think I am gonna have to use some of the heat persuasion on that. Hope you guys can still see what's going on. Come on now. Just gonna give it a little tickle of heat here. Hopefully that's enough. Expand this outer casting a little bit. Hopefully it's not stuck in the inner part. For some reason I feel they could have came up with a better way of doing this. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. Try that. Yeah, it's still not moving. I'm sure that's probably not enough heat. Yeah, it's not moving whatsoever. Let's see if I can find something a little bit bigger to put in there. Well, the only thing that I had that was about the right size is this big bolt. And it's not dumb if it works. Whoop! And there it's out. Just that easy, huh? Now this might drop. It didn't the first time I took it apart, but it might this time. Nice. Perfect. Oh man, I already see bad stuff. Let me get this out of the way. So the old 806 here, my key went bad on me. It was there. And I found on the 560 laying out in the weeds a different key. It wouldn't fit in that spot though, because it's real big on the back. But there used to be a starter button here. Now it's all in one. Nice. And that took way too long to put in too, because nothing wanted to work right. Yep, that's exactly what I was afraid of. There's no teeth left there. Oh, that is interesting. What happened there? I don't think that's supposed to do that. But look at that. That one's gone, a couple are gone here, there. Would that be the ticking? Wow, look at all those. Look at all those. Guys, this isn't from just cleaning up my brush in the field. This had a slight tick right away when I fixed it. And I think is what I should have done is I should have replaced that gear right there when I replaced this gear, and I didn't. I'd recommend doing them in a pair. But well, that's interesting too. Why it quit spinning. So I got to thinking about it. Might as well disassemble this a little bit further. I got looking at that pinion drive. Not exactly sure what Kuhn calls it on here, but there's a big old chip out of there and whatnot. I'm gonna try to pull this off. Don't know how that comes apart for sure. There's some kind of coupler in here, but it's almost just got to come off because you can't get your hands in there. So if I fix this, that's got to get replaced too. And I had red Loctite on all these bolts that came out. You can see right there, that one's missing. So I don't know if just the violence of all this crawling around in here caused them to come loose. I don't know. I've got a 12 millimeter. I have no idea why I have this, but I do, and it is the right size, so I'm gonna use it. This is a little bit long for in this location, but hopefully they'll come out all right. Got the last bolt out here. It doesn't just come right off. Trying to get the PTO off, and the bolt in there is bent. Sheared the one side off. Don't think it's gonna go easy. Believe it or not, it's actually moving a little bit. Eh. Did you ever have your doubts? No, not at all. That does not want to come off there. It's funny because it was just loose a minute ago. I got the PTO shaft off, but it wasn't pretty. I jammed a wrench up in the pinion and bumped the PTO on the tractor. As I didn't have the right PTO shaft on this unit, so I had a spacer in there and it all kind of welded together. So, good times. Now I got to take out them set bolts there, and I believe just drive everything out that way. Oh, we'll find out. One of these set screws is missing, and the other one is not very tight here, so hopefully this won't be too bad. Ah, there. Yeah, that's just going as good as can be expected. It's actually moving a little bit. It's moving slowly. Too bad all this stuff's in the way. I could get a decent swing at it. Well, that fought a little bit coming out of there. Well, that doesn't help anything, does it? And these bearings sound like they might be a little rough in here. Might have contributed to the issue. These lock wires weren't on there very good anymore. Got all the roll pins out of there, but it just won't go. That's going a little that way. Oh boy. I don't think that'll show up on the camera, but these bearings are rough. Ouch, I'm getting stuff in my fingers all over the place. Gotta love these. This isn't a very stable workbench. And there it goes flying. That's nice looking. Okay, there's a shim pack in here. Spacer. Oh, dang it. Looks like I got that a little bit. Pretty rough. So normally to change your gear, your bevel gear, you have to take this all apart to get the bolts out. But even though mine had red Loctite in it, they just fell out. But I gotta pull this all apart and see what's binding in here. And this thing has been abused, so I want to check if this is square to the rest of the world and whatnot, and probably this bottom cover too if I can get it apart. Hey, there's a bevel gear bolt. If a guy's gonna rebuild this, you don't want to lose too many of these parts. This bearing sounds like it's had its better days. I'm guessing it's probably one of the bevel gear bolts jamming in here somewhere, or the bearing that's causing the bind. Just by spinning this and looking at my eye, it doesn't look like there's any weeble wobble in this. So I assume this is not bent. That's as far as I'm gonna take this unit until I have some new parts. I'll try to check this out, see if it's square or not. Don't really want to replace it, but I might end up replacing it anyways, just because these are all wallered out. That's what holds the bevel gear, and the bevel gear keeps going out on this unit. We'll see what happens here. These parts will probably take a little while to get, so see what I do. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and God bless. You want to run them?